What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show. The Penguins Cup Championship show. The Penguins Cup playoff show. And the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Two jumbo.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Harmarville. Tonight, Class 3A action as the Pittsburgh Central Catholic Vikings host the Peters Township Indians. Good evening and welcome to 2024 PIHL High School hockey coverage on TenbandTV, the PIHL channel. I'm Matt Vandriak alongside Ty Polk here on a foggy Halloween night here in Harmarville. Ty, the Alpha Ice Complex, sweating a little bit because, well, it's 80 degrees on Halloween. You don't get that every day, so needless to say, those seats behind the glass, well, they're not so good tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a warm one outside, but it's fitting because we got a good matchup between two of the top teams in the AAA class over the last few years, Central Catholic and Peters Township. Both rebuilding, both going through some early struggles, but you know that with these types of matchups, these are how you get out of those early struggles. This is how you get out of those diaper dandy moments that occasionally happen, and you start showing up as something that could be a force to be reckoned with when it's Penguins Cup time.
We'll revisit the diaper dandy statement because youth is going to be a theme here tonight. It's the Central Catholic team that comes in 2-2-2 overall. The Vikings have 8 points on the season, currently in 4th place in Class AAA. Central Catholic scoring 19 goals so far this season. That's good news. That's the most in the AAA classification. They average 3.2 goals per game. However, they've allowed 23 goals against so far. That's the most in AAA, an average of 3.8 goals against per game.
Yeah, this is a team that can score at will, but the problem is defense, and it's been guys running around in the D zone. It's been doing maybe a little bit too much defensively, but they play together well as a team, and you got to give them credit. This is going to be their 7th game in the early running of the season. So naturally, whenever they stop having these 2 games a week type situations and they get one and they get some more of their guys back, it's going to be the same old Central Catholic that we've seen over the last few years.
Peters Township off to a slow start here in 2K24 as well. The Indians 1-3-1, 4 points, currently in 9th place in AAA. Peters Township scoring 13 goals so far this season. That's an average of 2.6 goals per game. They've allowed 14 goals against, an average of 2.8 goals against. Todd, we talked about youth. You talked about Central Catholic being shorthanded. We had a chance to talk to Central Catholic head coach Anthony Rako before the game, as well as, well, it's not the NHL, so he's not interim head coach, but fill-in head coach Cliff Burnford for Peters Township tonight. And for Peters Township, we talked about diaper dandies. This is a very young Peters Township team. Coach said the roster this year, they have played the most freshmen and sophomores in 6 or 7 years as far as the Indians go. Pittsburgh Central Catholic, they've been shorthanded due to travel hockey all season. They're trying to take it a week at a time because they have not had a full roster together for any of their games yet this year.
Well, let's talk about Peters Township first. I mean, this is a team that has made it to the Penguins Cup semifinals in each of the last 10 years. So this is a team that is used to these rebuilds on the fly, or reloads rather, happening almost every year. I mean, we've seen some great hockey from them. I remember watching the Penguins, the PA State Cup against LaSalle College. They lost that one, but they were really good. So you're hoping that in the future that these guys will have less of those mistakes that you're seeing early on, and they get back to the Peters Township teams that we've seen over the last few years. And it's all going to be up to one guy, in my opinion, for Peters Township, and that's Troy Jones. He's been with them through the ringer, and he's going to be counted on as senior leadership for this Peters Township Indians team.
Peters Township so far this season led offensively by Jake Hilwadi. Hilwadi has 4 points in the season, 2 goals and 2 assists. Matt Scuvert, he leads the Indians in goal scoring with 3. Jack Fazio and Ethan Williams have split time in goal so far this season, but with Williams out due to travel, Fazio will get the call here tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one with him. Of course, you always deal with travel in the PIHL. And one thing I want to put about Hilwadi, that's a freshman leading the team in scoring. So, just as I said, diaper dandies, and pretty soon there's going to be the very same scary Peters Township team in playoff time.
Pittsburgh Central Catholic led by Noah Ritz. He has 9 points on the season, 4 goals and 5 assists. Chuda Brophy second behind him on the team with 8 points, 4 goals and 4 assists. Aaron Daly, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. And Chris Sargo, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points, are the scoring leaders for Central Catholic. Ritz and Brophy are tied for first in AAA in goal scoring. Ritz also leads AAA in overall scoring, while Brophy is second. Ben Balla, he's carried the load in goals so far this season for Central Catholic, playing every game.
Yes, he's played 285 minutes and 30 seconds. So naturally, he's faced the most shots, 159, made the most saves, 141, and allowed the most goals, 18 in Class AAA. But this is still a very good goalkeeper. Do not have these stats fooled with you. He's very good, and he can make the big-time stops.
Balla, the senior for Pittsburgh Central Catholic, in the net to our right. Jack Fazio, the senior for Peters Township, in the net to our left. The visiting Indians decked out in the road red jerseys with the white and black trim, very Carolina Hurricane-like. A lot of guys named Jake on the roster, too. Of course, Jake Gensel moved on to Carolina last year before heading further south. Central Catholic to our right. The home team tonight, the Vikings, decked out in the home whites with the blue and yellow trim. And we're ready to get this one underway at center red. Big-time game here in the early going. Ty, both coaching staffs said the same thing. It's early in the season. We're still trying to find our place. We're still trying to find our system. We're still trying to work everything out. But these are big points that could come back later on in the season. However, Central Catholic, a lot of guys out tonight due to travel hockey.
Yeah, Peters Township had a slow start last year, and they got over it. So Central Catholic, they want to just slow up on the playing a little bit in the future.
Face-off won by Central Catholic, chipped up the left side. Nate Morgan tries to move it in. Cut off at the Peters Township blue line there by Kevin Fisher. Over to the far right side. And Jake Hilwadi going to dump it in. Centering try. Stick save made from in tight as Balla turns it aside. Vikings try the breakout here, back the other way. Puck chipped into the Peters Township zone. Ivanchik steals that drop pass. Lead feed up the left side. Here comes Troy Jones. Jones to the left circle, trying to drop that one back, looking for Hilwadi. Hilwadi challenged on the play by Chris Sargo. And back to the point to break back the other way for Central Catholic. David Ketterer cut off at the line. And Peters Township are going to dump in and change.
That's good work by Jake Schleifer. He had it picked away from him, but he kept on fighting up the wall and managed to win it back.
Steal by Peters Township right in front. Big save by Balla. And he stops the rebound as well. As Strobel on the doorstep tried to follow up. Essentially tie a 3-on-1. Almost developed in front of the Central Catholic net. But Ben Balla shuts the door.
Yeah, you'll see it right here. There was a play up off the wall and put it right in front for him to bang that in, and a good save by Balla.
Scuvart was the man who got the first try. And Balla with the 2 big saves here to get the party started. Peters Township going to dump it in. Giving chase here for the Indians. Matt Scuvart back behind the net, sidesteps a check. Pushing it over here to the right corner. John Repepe all the way around to the far side. Central Catholic. Chris Sarger going to bring it back the other way. Sargo takes it all the way to the Peters Township zone, trying to go coast to coast. Repepi on the back check, frees the puck up, and he'll dump it back into the neutral zone. A minute and a half into the scoreless opening period. First couple of shots have gone in favor of Peters Township, including a glorious scoring chance on that first try. But Ben Bala, the man of many minutes, made that early save to keep it scoreless.
Yeah, early on, this forecheck for Peters Township has been effective, even when it's accidentally on purpose. Scuvart was knocked down behind the net, and because of the ring around, he was able to keep it in possession for Peters Township.
Jay Donahue tries to finish his check. Peters Township able to move the puck out, though. That's Eric Schleiper. Central gets it, clears it. They'll ice the puck, and we'll keep the face-off in the home zone to our right with 14:55 left here in this opening period. So the ice tilted a little bit in Peters Township's favor, but this is a Central Catholic team, as we mentioned, down a lot of guys tonight due to travel. They've been shorthanded due to travel almost all season. And Coach Anthony Rayco told us he's trying to take it a week, and in some cases a game at a time. He likes his team's compete level. But with this being a fairly new team, with a new coach, a new system, and a lot of guys not in the lineup regularly, it's been a growing process here for the Vikings in the early part of the season through the first 7. Puck played back behind the Central Catholic net. Dante Albanese trying to get it out. Stolen, but Peters Township offsides as Nicholas Caputo tried to bring it in. And we'll take it back to the neutral zone here for a face-off.
Yeah, it was a good keep initially by Jake Schleiper. He was able to flag down that clearance from Central Catholic, but he was over the line trying to accept it.
Draw just outside of the Central Catholic zone here in the neutral zone. Face-off won by the Vikings, and that's Dante Albanese. Pushing it over to the right side. Sargo looking for an outlet, has his pocket picked. Ivanchik puts it in the slot. Now a little drop pass. Ivanchik finds it, but can't get the shot off in the right circle. Good work there by Central Catholics. Nate Morgan to break it up. Morgan feeds ahead. David Ketterer gives chase. Battling in the corner there with a couple of Indians. Peters Township going to come out with it, but Central able to keep it in. Good work down there by Ketterer. Ketterer along the left wing wall now. Pushing it back behind the net. Giving chase there is Chris Sargo. Around to the outside it comes. Central Catholic has to touch up to get back on sides, and that gives Peters Township an outlet. Jake Schleiper to the right side. A rising wrister coming there from Jake Hilwadi, and it's stopped by Bala, who holds the rebound. And a face-off in the home zone to our right. Another chance for Peters Township.
You could see all the aggression from the Indians on that first real chance inside the offensive zone for Central Catholic. There was no opportunity for a shot to get off.
Face-off win, and here comes Central Catholic back the other way. Bailey Donahue up the right side. Nice drop to the slot, shot on. And it never got through. Fazio was in position, but that shot never made it through off the stick of Central Catholic's Luke Gesso. Wrapped all the way around into the Viking zone. And Central Catholic looking for the breakout here up the right side. Jay Donahue moves it ahead. Here comes Gesso again down the right side. Wrister coming, stick save made. Rebound, follow-up, fired wide. Great look there for Nick Halaburka. And that rebound was juicy, but he ripped it just wide. Right point shot off the outside of the net. Central Catholic with their first sustained zone time of the evening, and they're buzzing right now. Peters will clear and get some fresh troops on the ice 4 minutes into this opening period. Central Catholic up the far side, cut off at center red for the Vikings. There was Gavin Watson, able to throw it back to the net where it's sticked aside by the goaltender Jack Fazio. Back into the Vikings end again, and out they come with it. It's Noah Ritz. Ritz trying to push it over to the left side, taken away by Peters Township. Caputo gets it to the net. Bala holds for the faceoff. And the draw in the home zone to our right. 12:36 left here in this opening frame.
So right now, Peters is running a 2-1-2 forecheck, and they're forcing the pressure with one of the first parts of that 2 into 1 to force it into the middle and force turnovers.
Face-off won by the Indians. And that's Caputo. Had it, but then stolen back the other way. Central Catholic. Kane Phillip up the left side, trying to push it in front of the net. Looking there for Noah Ritz. Loose puck comes back in front of the Peters Township net. And Kevin Fisher going to take it away. Fisher brings it back the other way, pushing it to the left side, looking for Caputo. Stolen back by Central Catholic. And giving chase here for the Vikings is Judah Brophy. To the right side, fanning on the shot attempt there was Ritz. Breakout back the other way for Peters Township. Almost stolen away by Troy Jones. Central Catholic on the wrong side of the red line as they feed that one into the Peters Township zone. Icing against the Vikings will bring the faceoff back in the home zone to our right. 5:03 into this first period. We remain scoreless here at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville.
Story right now has been the neutral zone pressure by Peters Township in their forecheck.
Clean face-off win, fed right through the crease, rebound, score! Troy Jones found that loose puck in the slot, and he puts the mesh in motion with the wrister there. And Peters Township strikes first. 11:53 left here in the opening period. Jones puts it home. It's 1-0 Indians.
Clean face-off win, and then a shot deflected, and then it goes right into the slot for Troy Jones to bury.
And that shot to the net was taken by Blake Ivanchik, so he'll pick up the assist. Jones won the faceoff, as you mentioned, and then finished it as well. And Peters Township jumps to a 1-0 lead. Jake Kilwani going to chip it in. Central Catholic going to bring it back. Vikings here up through the right side. Puck moved on there by Mateo Masidi. And then to center it comes. Billy George trying to send it back the other way. Gesso circling back into his own end for the Vikings up the right side. Nobody home there. And Peters Township will corral the puck in their own end. Now a giveaway. Bouncing puck knocked down there by Mateo Masidi. Then shot to the net and the save made. Second try, save made. Couple of good chances there for Central Catholic. Sargo got the first one. Gesso got the follow-up. But Jack Fazio closes the door on both.
Yeah, Fazio handling that sharp angle shot well. Yeah, as you can see, it was just a throw on net. Leading right, shooting left.
Face off to the left of the Peters Township net. Won by the Indians. Cam Ferguson brings it all the way around here to the near side, looking for an escape. Kept in by Central Catholic. Drop pass back to the point, slung towards the net there by Donahue. Bumped down by the Peters Township defense. Loose puck along the left wall. Noah Ritz back behind the net, battling back there with Kevin Fisher. Fisher wins the battle, finds the puck in the left circle, and the Indians regroup and break it out now. Fisher brings it across center red, over to the left side, setting it up, shot partially blocked, and back the other way now comes Ritz for the Vikings 1-on-2. Ritz sidestepping a big check attempt there, and onto the net. Central Catholic puts it home. So for Peters Township, Scuvart went for the big hit, missed it, and Central Catholic gets the equalizer with 10:34 left here in the period.
Yeah, the big hit missing, and it opened up the breakaway for Central.
Nice feed on the stick there of Donahue. Off the feed from Ritz. And Donahue puts it home. Central Catholic, just like that, gets the equalizer. Face-off won by Peters Township. Trying to break out. Puck ends up in the visitors' bench in front of us. Neutral zone draw coming up. So Indians got it in on their fourth shot of the game. And Peters Township Central Catholic has quickly answers the goal on their fourth shot of the game as well. Face-off one. Ivanchik, who helped set up that first goal. Back the other way comes Central Catholic. Ketterer chips it onto the net. Fazio shuts it down, holds for the draw.
So that goal was one thing. It was maybe just being a little bit too antsy, trying to step up and make a hit. And a good work by a upperclassman and Ritz to drop it over for that goal.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Scuvart had Ritz lined up, but Ritz able to sidestep the check, and Central Catholic freeing up Donahue, who took it in and buried it.
Those are two seniors linking up for that goal.
Central has a little bit of momentum now, back the other way. Nate Morgan trying to go up the right side, stolen away by Peters Township. Jake Kilwani, 1-on-4, shot against the grain there. And the right pad save made by Balla, then the puck out of play, face off into the central zone to our right. So Peters Township had an early 4-1 edge in shots, but Central Catholic has gotten the last four, and they've tied this game as well.
Good work by Balla there on that stick save. He was able to ramp it up into the netting and force a face-off.
Draw to the right of the Central Catholic goal, won by Peters Township, and from the left point, the save made. Angelo Mayetta gets it on, but Bala there to absorb and hold again. Face off to the right. Another another Peters Township win. This time the shot to the net there by Caputo was blocked in front by the Central Catholic defense. Good job by Gesso to knock it down. Now a giveaway. And Peters Township trying to make something happen, but it's going to be Central Catholic coming back the other way. Nick Calaburka, 1-on-2 into the zone, overtaken by Peters Township. Back the other way they come. Shea LaMagna down the right side. Central will take it. And Peters will take it back. Scrum along the boards. Back to the right point. The feed was intended for Schleiper. Taken back by Central Catholic down the left side. Schleiper does a nice job of getting back to cut off Haliburka. That'd be an Eric Schleiper. Peters Township regrouping behind their net, setting it up, trying to outlet it. As we're under 9 minutes left here in this opening period. Into the central zone, not going to be an icing call, though, as Peters Township across red. Weber the other way. Lead pass up the right side. Nice move to get around a man there by Kane Phillip. Phillip works it all the way around to the near side of the ring. Get in front, has it on the doorstep. Love glove saved by Fazio as he robs Noah Ritz from right in front.
Kane Phillip in Gretzky's office behind the net, going over behind the net to the right, and then Ritz just right in front. And it's easily into the glove. Good work by Fazio.
Face-off won by Central Catholic, but Peters will bring it back the other way. Here comes Luca Mayetta. Mayetta tries to center. Has the Ritz deny it, and then Ritz going to come back the other way, but he can't get it out. Mayetta gets a second try. Pushing it down the left wall, now back to the left point. Point-to-point pass. Fisher from the right side through traffic. Redirect attempt in front, blocked down by the Central Catholic defense. Judah Brophy got in front of that one. Cue up the AC/DC at center ice. Schubert just got thunderstruck on a big hit by Central Catholic's Noah Ritz, who got him back.
Yeah, Ritz was cleaning clocks there. That was a good center ice hit. And that deflection off that shot, there was no one home in red. There would have been a wide open net. They would have got there.
Skuvard, as we mentioned, Ty, he tried to line up Ritz, which led to that Central Catholic goal, and then Ritz flattening Skuvard at center red with that big open ice hit. Dumped in by Central Catholic. It's Billy George all the way around to the far side. Peters Township trying to bring it out. Cut off along the wall there by Sargo. Sargo going to get this loose puck back. Has a trailer to the left circle. Wrister coming. Fazio flags it down on the try there by David Ketterer.
So it's clear with the last two shots in close for Central Catholic. They got a read on Fazio. They're going high over the glove each time. But Fazio's glove is right there to make the save.
Fazio's been sharp in the early going. Couple of big glove stops as Central Catholic now out shooting Peters Township 7-5 as we approach 7:35 left here in the opening period. Offensive zone giveaway. One-time shot. Stick save made. Sargo was looking 5-hole, and Fazio shut the door again.
Now it's Central Catholic's forecheck that's creating issues.
Stolen away here in the neutral zone by Central Catholic. It's Nate Morgan circling back into his own end. Off the wood here, Sargo trying to chip it ahead to himself. Back the other way, it's taken by Hilwadi. Jake Hilwadi looking for a redirect off a Jones stick in front. Comes back to the right point. Jones tries to throw it down the right wall, and Central Catholic will clear. Troy Jones opening the scoring for Peters Township. And then a breakaway tally by Jay Donahue tied things up. Those goals, I believe, Ty, were just about a minute apart. Under a minute, just a little over a minute.
Minute 19.
Math was never my strong point. I was a journalism major for a reason.
And keeping time's not my strong point either, but I do my best.
Face-off back to the central zone after the icing call. Backhanded towards the net there by Peters Township. That was Tommy Dowden, couldn't get it on. And Central going to try to regroup and get it out. Dante Albanese dropping it to his defense partner. Here's a lead feed up the right side. Luke Gesso trying to work his way around. A man fires it towards the net. Cut off good, neatly on the play there by Tommy Dowden. Now fed back towards the net. Knocked into the corner there by the defense of the Indians. To the left point. One-time try. Redirect. Fazio with the stop. Still loose in the crease. Fazio somehow able to direct it wide as Gesso had a couple of pokes in the paint. And Fazio, big stops for Peters Township. Icing the call against the Indians, but
that's a well-taken icing.
indeed. And Jack Fazio, big stops there in tight. Gesso had 2 looks with that puck in the blue paint.
Clayton Magnus banging his stick afterwards with that. I mean, there was a big scramble in front. I don't know how Fazio turned around, was able to keep that out.
He was able to poke it wide as somehow the puck was loose under him, and Fazio was watching behind the play. Gave himself a slap on the head like, hey, man, you got to cover that up. I don't think Fazio needs to be too hard on himself so far. He's been stellar here in the early going, stopping 8 of 9. Back the other way, now comes Peters Township down the right side. That's Luca Maeda looking in front, had a trailer on the play, but couldn't find Scuvart. Central Catholic going to turn it back the other way. Rister coming, fired wide by Brophy, and then Fazio takes no chances covering it up with Phillip bearing down on him for the Vikings.
He's still upset about it a little bit. He kind of flicked the puck down afterwards, and you are right. I don't see why he has to be upset at himself. I mean, that was really more on the defense, and he just did his best to keep that puck out.
Face-off in the right circle, clean win for the Vikings. Shot coming, and the glove save made easily there off the right point try from Donahue. So you see Fazio, very positionally sound, Ty, and he seems to like to use that glove as he made that one look easy.
Yeah, he's unfazed.
Another clean face-off win. Back to the right point shot again, this one blocked. Good job to get in front of that by Scuvart. Central Catholic keeps it. Phillip to the net. Fazio. Denial seems it had to come. Seven Dust had the lyrics. Fazio had the glove save.
Yeah, once again, what have I been saying about Central Catholic and their shots? They're going high glove. That one was probably a little bit lower, but still, they're going glove side. And Fazio's been right there. I think they need to try a different point of attack.
Yeah, Fazio's glove hand been strong so far. This one floated soft into the net, and Fazio uses the mitt to cover it up as well. Central Catholic, though, Ty, has had the last 9 shots in this opening period, and after they got that equalizing goal, they have really tilted the momentum in their favor. Face-off win, slapped off the boards there by Donahue, who has the Central Catholic tally. Trying to break Ivanchik free, can't do it. Peters has to touch up to get onside, and they're going to be off as this one's thrown back towards the net. Hilwani was trying to turn some offense up there.
Hit off of Maeda in that situation on that initial keep for Central Catholic, and that freed up Peters, who now that forecheck, it feels like they made adjustments on the bench in game.
Ivanchik from the face-off stood up as he got into the Central Catholic zone. Matt Weber stepped into him. And now up the left side. Vikings return. Down the left side. Against the wall, Sargo was battling. And we have a whistle behind the play.
Penalty.
Central Catholic touched it up. It was Brophy at center red. But there's a battle down the left side there, Ty. And I think that the second man got caught as Sargo was tied up with Maeda for Peters Township, and Sargo gets called for the hold. We will see our first power play of the night, and it will be Peters Township, sorry, it'll be Central Catholic with the man advantage here to get this one started. And this power play is a penny power play on the PIHL channel here on 10-band. Penny.com, we are Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. Open enrollment starts tomorrow, November 1st, and this is a penny power play for Central Catholic. Sorry, for Peters Township. Figured out sooner or later. So the Indians, Ty, they need a little bit of energy here. We'll see if this man advantage does it for them. Jones from the right point sets it up, surveys the scene. Drags, then drops it back here to the right side. Maeda tries to go across the ring. Nice job by Gesso to get in front of it. As Peters Township continues to keep the puck in the home zone. 40 seconds into this power play try. Back to the right point. Maeda now going to go to the left point. Down to the circle, in front. Trying to turn that on the backhand. Was Peters Township unable to get it home. Fisher in the slot. And then thrown wide by the Indians on that second try by Jones.
Central Catholic's aggression on the penalty kill. Peters Township has yet to open up the umbrella to get themselves in one-timer positions.
Tough angle shot fought off by the glove there of Bala. On that try by Jones. Maeda point to point. And that was Angelo looking to the left point there trying to find Luca. Luca fans. And Central Catholic gets it out with 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Lead feed too far, icing, and a big break there for Central Catholic. Face-off back to the Peters Township zone with 37 seconds left on this penny power play try.
Yeah, Scoover couldn't fish that onto his blade in that situation, but I see what Peters Township's trying to do on their power play. They're trying to overload to the right side and then get that cross ice pass over onto the left wing for a one-timer.
Face-off, one, and Peters Township content to just sit on that puck. Trying to kill the last 30 seconds of this man advantage. Here comes LaMagna, breaking the zone, trying to get through him, and LaMagna pulled down from behind, but no call on the play there as he was tied up by Judah Brophy. It allows Central to clear, and with 10 seconds left, we'll see if the Indians have one last rush. Angelo Maeda, final 5 as he breaks the zone. Maeda runs into his own man, moved it on to LaMagna, but then Central Catholic gets it back. That's Nate Morgan, and we are back to even strength as the penny.com power play expires. So break there for Central Catholic. Ty, they handle the momentum and then get the penalty kill. We'll see if they can build off it. LaMagna, 4-on-3, back the other way, drags to the right corner, shot on save made, rebound pumped wide as Bala made the save, and then Caputo in front directs it just wide of the net, trying to go blocker side. Out with it comes Central Catholic. Gesso going to try to dump and chase himself as the Vikings get fresh troops on behind. Over to the far corner. Peters Township will take it there. Hilwadi back behind the net. Fisher going to send this one out. Does it have enough to go the length? It does not, as the latter stage of this period, the ice is a little bit, well, tougher right now. So we have 1986 Fog Bowl settings here in the Alpha Ice Complex.
Yeah, all we need is blue ice and we're all good.
Steele, Central keeps it, dropping it back to the left point. Billy George trying to push down low, looking for Nick Halliburka. To the left point it comes. Shot through traffic, redirected wide off the stick there of Donahue as George threw it to the net. From the right point, shot on to flex wide again in front as Halliburka ends up running into Fazio, who lost his stick. Central keeps it, trying to feed it back towards the net. Halliburka working hard down low. Peters finally gains control of the puck. And Troy Jones looking for an outlet. He's just going to skate it out of the zone with 80 seconds left in this opening period. Coast to coast for Jones. Tries to go through everybody to the net. Save Bala. Rebound Bala again. Big right pad save. What an effort by Troy Jones. He racked up the frequent flyer miles going coast to coast. Bala with the pad save. And then makes the follow-up stop as well on Hilwadi.
Yeah, he managed to split through the defense as well. I think he wanted to turn that to the backhand in the last second. He just ran out of time there, and then it's just Bala sitting on that puck, staying with him the entire time.
Last 4 shots have gone the way of Peters Township. 9 shots apiece, 3 ones on this first period clock, and a 1 on the scoreboard for each team in the goal column as well. Face-off won by Central Catholic. They'll work it in their own end. Judah Brophy trying that lead feed, and Ritz able to track it down. Ritz one-on-one, circles back. Ritz looks, fires! Fazio, glove save.
Yeah, that's really smart work by Noah Ritz. As you see this on the replay, he used Schlepper as a shield to get that shot off. And once again, it's Central Catholic going glove side.
Fazio
he got it through the legs, looks like.
Fazio playing strong. 9th save of the period. Under a minute. Win, shot, save again. That puck pushed to Ritz in the slot. And this time, Ty, they tried to go 5-hole, but Fazio able to close the door and keep Central off the board.
Boy, you're really going to look back at this first period as a thank you, Fazio, for all the work he's done.
Central Catholic, really, besides that 2 minutes of power play time for Central Catholic, has dominated this period once they got that equalizing goal. Chipped in. Angelo Maeda chasing after it. Try to push it ahead there to Eric Schleiper, and then that was returned the other way. Coast-to-coast try here for Matt Scuvart. Scuvart centers, looking for Repepi. Maeda in there instead, being Luca Maeda. Nice feed across the rink. Repepi has to settle it, fires and hits the outside of the net. Repepi now down low, throwing it back into the circle, nobody home. And back the other way up the left side with 10 seconds left. Ritz, good drop pass. Trying to turn on that shot there was Morgan, and he was D'd up well on the play by Luca Maeda as the horn sounds to end period number 1. A fast and furious 17 minutes of hockey in the books here on a Halloween night in Harmarville. Your score after 1 in this AAA matchup. Peters Township 1, Central Catholic 1. We'll take a break and be back with your second period. You're watching 2024 PIHL high school hockey coverage on the PIHL channel on TenbandTV.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington.
Back here at the Alpha Ice Complex, getting ready to get period number 2 underway. AAA matchup, Central Catholic, Peters Township 1-1 after 1. Fisher coming in, first shot of the period, blockered aside by Ben Balla for Central Catholic. Matt Vandriak, Ty Polk with you as the PIHL channel is on TenbandTV for this 2024 season. Hilwadi sets, now he's going to chase it back behind the net. Jake Hilwadi coming back to the point, has a man. Schleiper from the left side, looks it over, fires, and it's off the left pad of Balla. Schleiper bumped off the puck, but able to keep it in on the attempted body check there by Central Catholic's Jay Donahue. Peters Township out to an early surge here to start this second period after Central Catholic had the better of the play for the bulk of the first.
Yeah, after probably the first 4 minutes, it has been a change for Central Catholic. Good steal by Jones.
Steals, rips it high, and fires up and over the net. So Peters Township ties. We get icing here. You can recap the opening period scoring.
11:53 in the first. Troy Jones, the assist from Blake Ivanchek. 1-0 Peters Township. And then at 10:34 in the first, Jay Donahue, an assist from Noah Ritz. And I was talking about this during the break. It was one thing that Central Catholic did to fix that early trouble with the forecheck of Peters Township. They were drawing them in. They were being a little bit more patient, waiting for that split second.
Face-off won by Peters Township. Bouncing puck to the net, saved by Balla. Can't find the rebound, but his teammates there to bail him out. Good work by Brady Rose. By David Ketterer.
Yeah, Balla couldn't ice or couldn't freeze it because his stick was being tied up himself.
This time Balla with the stick free deflects that centering try. And Peters Township. Oh, off of Ivanchek's head, literally.
I think more off his back, fortunately, but he's got the helmet on, so he's all good.
Yeah, that one into the bench, and if it was soccer, Blake Ivanchek would get credit for a header. Puck down to the Peters zone to our right. Minute and 29 seconds into the second period. 1-1 the score. Face-off one. In the defensive zone by the Indians. They'll get it out, send it back to center red, where Gavin Watson turns it back. Watson back behind the net. Fazio comes out. Not very active with the stick, but very glove-heavy in that opening period. Chance for Peters back the other way. Tight angle shot, save made and held on to. As Matt Skuvard has been very active tonight. Had a good look from the left circle, and we see there Ben Bala hug the near post and make the stop. I want to say thank you to one of our Peters Township sponsors. Thank you to Kevin's Pharmacy. Kevin's Pharmacy, a family-owned pharmacy led by Dr. Kevin Ivanchik. We bring the extra attention and care you would expect from a pharmacy owned and operated independent from big box pharmacy companies. Thank you to Kevin's Pharmacy. Sponsorship here for the Peters Township Indians. Kevin's son was the man who used his head on the bench. Good try. Shot to the net there by Manili, goes wide. And Central Catholic regroups in their own end. Dangerous play skating in front of the net. Schleiper keeps. Right circle try. Turning wrister coming. Blocked. Good job by Gesso to get in front of it as Shea LaMagna was putting it on the net. Down low it goes. LaMagna keeps the pressure on for the Indians. Comes back to the left point. Shot attempt there blocked. Follow-up try pushed down there by Danny Kovac. Bumped around. Outlet try for Central Catholic. Here comes Bailey Donahue. He's just sandwiched on the right wall there on a good check by Kevin Fisher. LaMagna, 1-on-3, he's going to dump. And around it goes. Dante Albanese chased it down for Central Catholic. Vikings trying to find an outlet here, and they'll do it. Will this one have the length? It will. Face off back to the home zone to our left. 13:58 left here in this second period, and Ty, the early flow to this second frame has gone the way of the Indians, who've got the first three shots of the second period as well.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of that first period, the start of that first period for Peters Township. That was easily their best action since the beginning of the game.
Draw to the right of Central Catholic and goaltender Ben Bala. Down low it goes. And Central going to get a chance to get it out. Judah Brophy back through the neutral zone, stolen there. And here comes Blake Ivanchik. Soft shot to the net, fought off by Bala, who tried to cover it but lost control of the rebound. Good work there by Jones to keep it in. Trying that soft out. Jones will cut it off again. Now here comes Ivanchik. Looks it over. Wrister coming. Stick save made by Bala. Peters Township buzzing now. Back behind the net, Jay Donahue, who has the only Central Catholic goal, trying to find some room to escape. Billy George trying to help out, but Peters Township keeps it in. Maeda wants this one at the left point. Instead of tough angle try, Hilwadi from the top of the left circle, aimed for the 5-hole, and the stop made again by Bala. Traffic in front of the net. Maeda fires wide, deflects off a few players and out, and we'll have a draw that's going to come back to the neutral zone.
It was off of Hilwadi. It was an attempted shot. I'm kind of shocked that they're still having it inside the Peters offensive zone.
It hit a couple of guys, and I think that after Hilwadi, it might have went up on the Central Catholic stick, so the faceoff stays in the Viking zone to our left. Down the right side with it there, Skuvart sends it back to the right point. Good job to keep it in there by Eric Schleiper. Down low, Skuvart will backhand feed in front, looking for Luca Maeda in front. And the double team there, good defensive work by Nick Halliburka for Central Catholic, as well as Gavin Watson. Over to the right side, glove down by Ritz. Trying that lead outlet feed, looking for Phillip. It's cut off at center red. And here comes Jake Schleiper back the other way. He'll dump it in. Chased down by Halliburka. Going to go back the other way. And Central gets it out. Here comes Cam Phillip. Going to cross the blue line and dump it in. Fazio leaves it for his defense as Brophy finishes his check behind the net. Phillip finds it. Tries to bring it in front as a man on the doorstep. Unable to get it home, and then Fazio finishes off Brophy in front of the net. Peters back the other way. Trying to drag was Maeda, but Luca Maeda could not finish that one off. A little bit of offense now. Great look in the slot, and the one-time rip goes just wide by Luka Maeda. Skuvart keeping it in as Peters Township having a nice shift here. Chipped up and out. Finally a break there for Central Catholic. And the Vikings bring it back. Pass to the right side. Soft shot, stick save made as Nate Morgan put it on. Ritz in front of the net trying to find that rebound. Out it comes. And back through the neutral zone it goes where Dante Albanese returns it for the Vikings. This one's heading to the stands. Heads up.
Everybody all good here?
I think so.
Wasn't it last year at Mount Lebanon we seen one puck deflect up and it hit a lady right in the ribs?
Yep. You definitely don't want to have your eyes on the phone, especially where we're standing at. There's no protective mesh.
Yeah, we're prime location.
You won't need the prop blood here on Halloween if you do that. Face off to the left of the Peters Township net. One slap shot stepped into but blocked as Hilwadi got in front of that try there from Donahue. And now Hilwadi going to chase down the puck. Trying to work against Donahue. Jones in, working behind the net, looking to go back to Hilwadi. Hilwadi bumped into the boards by Donahue. Set up by the Indians. Ivanchik trying to find it, but it's taken away by Sargo, then taken back. Ivanchik had Jones in the trailer, but Sargo read it, takes it back the other way. Lead feet at the left side, too far for David Ketterer. And the faceoff will move back into the home zone to our left. So Peters Township playing a much better period, and we talked about this Indians team being a young team tonight. Cliff Burnford is the head coach as Chris Clarkson is out. Des Murphy and Nick Green as assistants here tonight, and Coach Burford said that he really think this team's been playing good games this season, despite being a young team. Wants to credit his guys for sticking with it, even though it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride here in the early going. He feels his team's establishing a good rhythm as this season's continued on. And they've had a nice rhythm here in the second period as well. Back to the right point. Softly dumped there by Cam Ferguson. Centering try. Ends up getting through. Hilwadi reverses, goes back behind the net, trying to sidestep a check there from Watson. Over to the far side, Jones bumped off the puck. Good work in there by Central Catholic's Billy George. And now back the other way. Comes an opportunity for Donahue. Donahue trying to drop it back, looking for Masidi. And Hilwadi back the other way, a one-on-one developing. Hilwadi has a trailer. Hilwadi drags, shoots, pads, saved by Bala. Hilwadi tried to look off there to the trailer. Fisher fires, it's blocked. Good save by Bala, though, on that opportunity. Jones bodies up, frees the puck. And Central able to get it out. Good work there by Bailey Donahue. Peters re-enters the zone. They'll dump and change. Central Catholic sets up to get it out here. Maeda able to keep that one on somehow. I think it might have come across the line, but good work by Angelo Maeda. He's going to get it back now at the left point. Tries to chip it, can't do it. Good work there to cover up, though, by Peters Township. Joey Sadowski. As Central's going to dump and change back the other way. 6 shots to 1, the tally here in the second period in favor of Peters Township. And this one fired wide on a good opportunity back the other way by Skuvart. Body check finish down there by Sargo. And Ritz going to try to get around his man. Sadowski cut him off with the drop pass there. However, Phillip was a step ahead of the charging Jay Donahue offside in a neutral zone faceoff.
Boy, it was just like a fraction of an inch from being onside.
Face-off back here to the neutral zone. Just under 9 minutes left here in this second period. We're tied at 1. Peters Township drew first. Central got the equalizer. Kane Phillip to the corner, and Phillip. Big hit there, but a whistle, and I think there might have been contact from behind. Then some pleasantries exchanged after the play between Luka Maeda and Julian Brophy, but Phillip finished his man off, but the numbers were showing, Ty, and he's going to sit down for boarding.
Yeah, it was deep in the corner, kind of caught up us in between, but now both teams with a chance on the power play. Central Catholic 2 for 16, 12.5%. That's ninth in Class AAA.
Peters gets their second try with the man advantage. And this is a power play brought to you by Penny.com, a Penny power play here on the PIHL network. Face-off won by Peters Township. Ivanchik tries to throw it to the net, blocked down by Central Catholic. Here comes Sargo back the other way. Short-handed try here for the Vikings. As we see Nate Morgan working back behind the net, Sargo joins him, and they kill a little bit of clock as Peters Township has to regroup.
Want to amend that then with the penalty kill, 16 of 20 for the Vikings, fourth in Class AAA.
Down the right side, here comes Peters Township. Wrister fired wide. Luca Maeda had a look from the right circle, but couldn't get it home. Fisher to Maeda. Luca Maeda going to drag it all the way to the top of the right circle. Now drops it back to the point. Jones sets to the left point. Fisher tries to flag it down. Bouncing puck. Fisher fires wide. Ivanchik finds it in the right circle. Now goes to the far wall. Ivanchik moves it down. Drops it back. Jones sets up. Give and go with Ivanchik. Ivanchik, we got a whistle here. And if the net ended up getting bumped off or not, but regardless, we're going to get a neutral zone face-off here. And again, this power play is a Penny.com power play. Penny is Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. Open enrollment starts tomorrow, November the 1st.
Peters Township, their power play, by the way, 3 for 13 coming into tonight's contest, 23.1%, fifth in Class AAA.
3 for 14 and a chance to see if they can increase the percentage or if it'll decrease after this one. Central Catholic trying to push it the other way. Indians chip in with 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Puck pushed back behind the net by the Central Catholic keeper, Ben Bala. Point-to-point pass from the right point. Shot on save made, rebound! And unable to turn it over. LaMagna follow-up goal! John Repepi, P-P-G-P-T, and it's 2-1 Indians.
It comes after LaMagna had a wide-open net and he couldn't square up to it. Repepi staying right in front of it. And that's just the goal scorer's going another way. He kept on going after it. He didn't give up after he missed it. Even great work by LaMagna. I think he'll pick up an assist as well.
Yeah, LaMagna was the man, as you said, Ty, that had that chance in front, and then just too many cracks for the Indians. Power play goal, and now a giveaway, and oh my. Ivanchik lost his wheels, or else he'd have had a clear path to the net. Jones has it. Drops it back to the right point. Push to the far side. Hilwadi working back behind the net. Ivanchik finds it for the Indians, circles back. Hilwadi now takes it here to the near side. Hilwadi works up the left wall. Switches spots with Maeda as he drops down low. Maeda from the point to the right side. Schleiper slings it low. Jones battling down there. Taken against the wall by Central Catholic's Matt Weber. And the Indians having a hard time keeping it down. I'm sorry, we got a skirm behind the net there. And a fracas, if you will. Not sure who the Central Catholic player was in there, but that's going to be on Kane Phillip was working in there as well as Matt Weber. And for Peters Township, that was Troy Jones. And looks like Central's going to get 2 penalties, and Jones is not happy in that penalty box. He wants a piece of somebody. Said with the condensation here, Ty, this rink had the look of the old Boston Garden when we got here. It's when it's starting to look like it's about to break down as the old Big Bad Bruins did back in the day as well. 2 Vikings in the penalty box. Kane in there. Kane Phillips that is in there, as well as Matt Weber. Troy Jones in there for Peters Township, and we'll see what the officials decide to say here.
So I'll give you an update on that scoring play for Peters Township. It's John Repepi's third assist to Nicholas Caputo and Angelo Maeda. So no assist for LaMagna, even despite you could really look at it as he had a big-time help on that goal.
Yeah, a lot of work down there low. LaMagna was working, but as you said, a couple of sticks, and looks like Jones is going to get himself a early end of the period. Don't know if it's going to be a game misconduct or a 10, but it got chippy back behind the net there between Jones and Weber, and they just kept going at it. Then a couple other guys joined the scrum. I said it was Kane Phillip, but actually it was Judah Brophy who joined the scrum for Central Catholic. He was the second man in the box. And looks like Fisher's going to be the man that goes and serves the penalty. As we sort this one out, clock stopped here with 6:40 left in this second period. Say thanks again to Kevin's Pharmacy, a proud sponsor of Peters Township Hockey here on TenbandTV and the PIHL channel. Kevin's Pharmacy is a family-owned pharmacy led by Dr. Kevin Ivanchik. We bring the extra attention and care you would expect from a pharmacy owned and operated independent from big box pharmacy companies. So the officials going over it with everybody and giving these guys a few minutes to settle things down. Peters Township's going to come out of this with a power play, as the extra 2 on the board was assigned to Brophy. So if I'm reading this right, Ty, I think that Weber and Jones, for their respective sides, are going to get 2 and 10. And then the extra roughing call coming against Central Catholic's Judah Brophy, who's the third man in. And that's where our power play is going to go, our third of the night for Peters Township.
I think you're looking at that right. Wait for the live stats to update for that.
And this will be a Penny.com power play. Penny.com, Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. Open enrollment starts tomorrow, November 1st. A Peters Township Penny.com power play coming up here when we get back to live action.
Well, the Central Catholic bench not happy about it at all.
I was kind of following the action and then just saw hands flying back behind the net. That's the closest I've seen to a full-blown actual fight on the high school level in a long time. The officials over to talk to both benches.
Well, it definitely feels like that. It was called roughing, not boarding, for Kane Phillip, by the way. But it definitely feels like that opened up a lot of the, I guess, issues.
It didn't take long to find some healthy dislike. Talked to Anthony Rako from Central Catholic, and he said he just wants his team to be patient with the puck here tonight. So if they can get the puck in deep, play fast, and forecheck, they have a good chance against this Indians team. And we mentioned this is a Central Catholic team that's been shorthanded all season on this power play try. Fired just wide there by Peters Township's John Ripepi, who has the go-ahead goal in his back pocket right now. But we talked about Central Catholic, Ty, 7 games in, and they have not had their full roster for any of these games. However, Coach Rako, very complimentary of his call-ups. He said his JV guys have been great so far this season. And Central Catholic really tilted the ice in their favor for the bulk of that opening period, but special teams in these power play tries, a good start to the second, and Peters Township's fed off it there.
It was a lot of youthful exuberance and really feeling good after they got the equalizer.
Fisher can't handle that bouncing puck, so a break for Central Catholic. As it comes back into the neutral zone, Peters will settle in their own end. And we see Luca Mayetta. Breaks the zone 1-on-3. Mayetta dumps it to the corner, pushing it back behind the net. After it there for Peters Township is Skuvart. Skuvart going to pass to the right point. Set up there. Fisher, floater through traffic, deflected just wide as LaMagna in front of the net wants to try to get that point back. He was denied on the front of the second goal. Back the other way. Good clear by Central Catholic. Great try in front. The door closed by Fazio. Donahue was looking for number 2, and Fazio stops him cold in tight. Forgot the trailer there, did Peters Township. And a nice pass by Morgan in front. Donahue tried to go 5-hole, the best try on this power play. Has been to the team shorthanded, but Fazio, big stop to keep the lead in favor of the Indians. We're down to 40 seconds remaining on this Penny.com power play. Drop pass, nobody home. Nice body check there by Central Catholic as well. And a second thrown out as Billy George dishing out the checks here at the end of the month. Right point try, patted aside as that was fired back to the net there by Eric Schleiper. Schleiper gets it back. Down to the bottom of the circle, now to the top. Schleiper looks it over, almost fans on it, and Ritz makes the steal. Short-handed try back the other way, 2-on-1. Ritz, diving effort to break it up. Strong defense by Angelo Maeda, but Central Catholic gets the kill, and we're back to even strength. Peters Township 1 for 3 now with the man advantage tonight. See if this momentum boost helps Central Catholic get a little bit of the play back in their favor. Ty, best scoring chance on that power play was to the Vikings, and a chance back the other way on the 2-on-1 as well.
Yeah, a lot of the running feelings goes, if your penalty kill was doing great, then more than likely that comes back to you, but I got to give credit to Maeda for that diving play.
Steal, shot saved by Fazio there as Morgan turned it over, but the left pad stop made by Jack Fazio, who has not been that busy here in this second period. As a matter of fact, the first 9 shots of the period went to Peters Township, but Fazio's made 2 big saves, make it 3. Rebound try goes wide. Great look in front there for Central Catholic, but Ritz couldn't put it home as Fazio made the stop. Hilwadi steals, tries to get around 2 men. Hilwadi trying to get a good look shot to the net, blocked in front. Good job by Albanese. Big blast from the right point taken there by Fisher, and he fires wide.
Yeah, Albanese in that situation had to play goaltender, but he nearly got that through on a screen by him.
Back and forth we go in Peters Township now. Danny Kovac tries to dump it down low as it's stolen away by Central Catholic. Back the other way come the Vikings. Lead feed up the right side. Here comes Morgan. Centers, nobody home. Ritz finds it, puts it back in front. Morgan there, he scores! Danny Morgan set up. Nate Morgan that is set up beautifully by Noah Ritz. And Central Catholic ties it with 2:58 left in the period. Defensive breakdown by the Indians, and the Vikings make them pay.
Yeah, but it was just cross-ice passes in abundance. Look, that's a deflection off of that shot in front, and then that's just an easy rebound. Central Catholic able to connect on those cross-ice passes and those centering tries, and that really was the difference. It was just too much side to side for Fazio.
And Central Catholic, after getting the penalty kill, Ty, they get the equalizer as well. And now bringing it back again are the Indians. Shot on save, Fazio. Phillip wraps it around in front. Goal! Luke Gesso backhands it home off a great play by Kane Phillip. Fazio was tricked. The Vikings get the treat. And Gesso gives Central Catholic the lead 3-2 with 2:40 left here in the second period.
18 seconds apart. 18 seconds apart. And that was the difference so far. Central Catholic, after goals for them have been shot out of a cannon, and they put another one behind Fazio.
So that big scrum behind the net that led to penalty time seems to have lit a fire underneath of Central Catholic as they kill off the ensuing power play and now have struck for 2 goals in 18 seconds to take the lead back at 3-2. And now the Vikings regroup in their own end. Gavin Watson to the left side. Return and then pushed out. Here comes Chris Sargo. 3-on-3, Sargo tries to drag and drop, nobody home. Peters Township's Nicholas Caputo going to bring it back the other way, and we'll get a chance. Nicholas may be his birth name. I guess the best nickname I've heard so far this season, Bumpy Caputo. Schleiper shot blocked, gets it back, backhander, gloved out of the atmosphere by Gesso, who just gave Central Catholic the lead, looking for Phillip on the right side. Back behind the net, and Kevin Fisher moves it ahead here to Schleiper. Schleiper going to dump and chase as the Indians get some fresh troops, on that being Jake Schleiper. To the corner it goes. 4-man scrum there. Central trying to come away with it. Hard work by Peters Township's Danny Kovac. Kovac able to win it to Fisher. Centers, but nobody home. Final 70 seconds here of this second period. And we put some goals on the board here in period number 2. Kovac breaks the line. Had a man breaking towards the net but couldn't get it through to Ben Barrett. Glove down by Central Catholic's Jay Donahue. Donahue softly floats it towards the net. And Peters Township, dangerous bounce again. That zone to our right. We've seen some, well, crazy bounces. It's been bumpy down there, if you will.
Well, we're on Halloween, so of course it's got to be a little bit scary out there for the goaltenders.
And they've certainly been busy on both ends in a couple of stretches for both sides where it seemed like the ice was tilted one way or the other, but both Ben Balla and Jack Fazio have been strong in their respective nets here so far. Here comes Santino Strobel. He fires wide. Back the other way. Trying a little end-to-end rush here for Peters Township is Matt Skuvart. Maeda trying to take that puck off the stick of Nate Morgan, who tied this game up. And it's dumped in as the horn sounds by Santino Strobel. Entertaining hockey here so far on this Halloween night. These teams combined to put 3 on the board here in the second frame, and your score after 2 is Central Catholic 3, Peters Township 2. Take a break. We'll be back to recap it. We'll get a fresh sheet of ice here at the Alpha Complex in Harmarville as well. 3-2, Central Catholic leads Peters Township after 2. You're watching 2024 PIHL High School Hockey on the PIHL channel on TenbandTV.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Picked away from him, but he kept on fighting up the wall and managed to win it back.
Steal by Peters Township right in front. Big save by Balla. And he stops the rebound as well. Jake Schleiper to the right side. A rising wrister coming there from Jake Kilwati. And it's stopped by Balla, who holds the rebound. Side, Jay Donahue moves it ahead. Here comes Jesso again down the right side. Wrister coming, stick save made. Rebound, follow-up, fired wide. Great look there.
Pressure by Peters Township in their forecheck.
Clean face-off win, fed right through the crease. Rebound, score! Troy Jones, Mateo Massiti, then shot to the net and the save made. Second try, save made. Couple of good chances there for Central Catholic. Sargo got the first one. Jesso got the follow-up. Back the other way now comes Ritz for the Vikings 1-on-2. Ritz sidestepping a big check attempt there. And onto the net. Central Catholic puts it home. Nice move to get around a man there by Kane Phillip. Phillip works it all the way around to the near side of the ring. Get in front, has it on the doorstep. G-Love, glove, saved by Fazio. By the Central Catholic defense, Judah Brophy got in front of that one. Cue up the AC/DC at center ice. Schubert just got thunderstruck by Sargo. Sargo going to get this loose puck back. Has a trailer to the left circle. Wrister coming. Fazio flags it down on the try there by David Ketterer. To the left point. One-time try. Redirect. Fazio with the stop. Still loose in the crease. Fazio somehow able to direct it wide as Gesso had a couple of pokes in the paint. And back to the right point. Shot again. This one blocked. Good job to get in front of that by Scuvart. Central Catholic keeps it. Phillip to the net. Fazio. They can build off it. LaMagna, 4-on-3, back the other way, drags to the right corner, shot on save made, rebound, pumped wide, and Ritz able to track it down. Ritz 1-on-1, circles back, Ritz looks, fires, Fazio, glove save.
Yeah, that's
Period. Chance for Peters back the other way. Tight angle shot, save made and held on to. As Matt Scuvart has been very active tonight. Body check finish down there by Sargo. And Ritz going to try to get around his man. Sadowski cut him off with the drop pass there. However, Phillip was a step ahead. Catholic keeper Ben Bala. Point-to-point pass from the right point. Shot on save made, rebound. And unable to turn it over. LaMagna follow-up goal. Back the other way. Good clear by Central Catholic. Great try in front. The door closed by Fazio. Piper looks it over, almost fans on it, and Ritz makes the steal. Short-handed try back the other way, 2-on-1. Ritz, diving effort to break it up. Strong defense. Here comes Morgan. Centers, nobody home. Ritz finds it, puts it back in front. Morgan, there he scores! Danny Morgan. And now bringing it back again are the Indians. Shot on save, Fazio. Phillip wraps it around in front. Goal!
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Bloss. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino. Extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino, extra caramel.
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
So I hear there's open enrollment and I really need coverage, but I don't know where to look.
Penny.com is the right place to start.
But I'm worried about the cost of coverage and my prescriptions.
We hear that a lot. Penny has high-quality health plans at the lowest cost.
What a relief to be covered.
You're worth protecting. Enroll by December 15th for January 1st coverage. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Back here at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville, between the second and third period of this Class 3A battle between Peters Township and Central Catholic. The Vikings lead the Indians 3-2 after 2. You're watching PIHL High School Hockey Night live here on the PIHL channel on TenbandTV. Matt Vandriak, Ty Polk with you tonight. Ty, 1-1 after the first, and then an explosion of goals in period number 2.
Yeah, in the second, we had John Rapepi on the power play, his third of the season. The assist to Nicholas Caputo and Angelo Maeda. It made it 2-1, Peters Township. And then between that, we had a 10-20 in the second. We have Matt Weber and Troy Jones. In case you're wondering out of that fracas, what happened, it was 5 for fighting and a game misconduct for both of them. And it was a 2-minute roughing for Brophy. 2:58 in the second, it was Central Catholic. Nate Morgan, the assist to Noah Ritz and Judah Brophy. And then with 2:40 remaining in the second, it was Luke Gesso, assist to Jay Donahue and Kane Phillip. Those 2 goals coming 18 seconds apart, and that has our score right now, 3-2 Central Catholic. Shots on goal, amazingly, favor the Indians 20-16.
Peters Township started that second period hot, Ty. They got the first 9 shots of the second frame and had 3 power plays. But after Central Catholic got the kill on that last one, as you said, the dust up there between Troy Jones and Matt Weber, who got issued the very rare fighting majors in high school hockey. So their nights are over. But that seemed to light a fire underneath the Central Catholic as they really took control of the period, got those 2 quick goals, and have a 1-goal lead headed into period number 3.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to wonder where was the fight at exactly between the 2 of them, but
they were throwing.
Referee's discretion, I guess.
They were definitely letting them fly before the third man Brophy got in, but I mean, obviously, unlike the NHL, you're not going to drop your gloves in your helmet, and you're certainly not going to drop your gloves and punch a face mask, but they were throwing gloved bombs at each other, and then Brophy jumped in, and then the officials broke it up, and then we got the penalty announcement, as you said.
One thing to mention, Matt, also, they gave Jones a second misconduct. So that was
for the
game.
penalty box where Jones was trying to literally get into the Central Catholic and turn it into a fight night on Alpha Drive here. Fresh sheet of ice to start this third period. Left to right, Peters Township with it to get it started. Right to left, Central Catholic, but a whistle here early on. Peters Township, Ty, they come in tonight having lost 3 in a row, and all 3 of those losses by 1 goal. Indians' latest setback was a 2-1 loss to South Fed on Tuesday night at the Princecape Arena at South Point. Has a chance there for Maeda, denied by Bala. Good work here. Backhanded through the net there by Skuvart. Another try, shot on, save made on that big rip by Fisher. And now here comes Phillip back the other way. Kane Phillip. Nice feed in front. Jesso looking for number 2. Sticked aside by the keeper Fazio, and both goaltenders coming up big in the early minutes of this third frame.
Yeah, Phillip, a good drop pass out in front.
Peters back the other way. Shot blockered aside as that was fed to the net by Fisher. And we go end-to-end. Shot on, save made. As Chris Sargo had the try, and Fazio shuts it down. So open it up with a little bit of offense each way here to start this third. Face-off in the Peters zone, won by Central Catholic. Unable to keep it in, though, and the Vikings have to touch up to get back on side a minute into this third period. Peters Township trying to find an outlet. Ivanchik moves it up the right side. Caputo after it. Drops it back to Ivanchik. Ivanchik, good look in the right circle, in tight. Dumping it back behind the net. After it there is Hilati. Hilati out to Ivanchik. Ivanchik circles through traffic, deflected in front, and Hilati puts it into the meshing as he was looking for that redirect down low.
Yeah, didn't catch the correct angle of the stick. It looked like it caught the top of the blade, and that allowed it to hop out of play. See if they do the ring around up top with Ivanchik, and boom, just off the top of it.
Central Catholic gets a line change out here for this neutral zone draw. Won by the Vikings. Back the other way. Here comes Chris Sargo. Sargo centers looking for Phillip in front, but taken away by Peters Township, and that's Nicholas Caputo. Into the central end. Puck returned there by Donahue. And icing against the home team brings the faceoff back to our right. Been an entertaining one between these sides here so far. Central Catholic coming in off a 5-3 win over South Fayette here at the Alpha Ice Complex last Thursday. That win for the Vikings tie broke a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, 2 overtime losses and 2 regulation losses.
Fisher from the faceoff went through traffic, shoots it off the face of his teammate, and then Danny Kovac couldn't find as he tried to backhand it back towards the net. Central Catholic back the other way. Drop pass, looking for the trailer there. That would have been Donahue. Fed back. Kane Phillip. Chipping it ahead. Little give and go there between Jesso and Sargo. Jesso fell on the play, and Peters Township gets it out. Phillip, though, able to push it back. Still loose. Penalty coming up here, I believe, behind the play. Centering try looking for Phillip. Peters Township needs to get a touch up here. Central Catholic going to be going to the man advantage. The Indians do finally touch. And we'll see Central Catholic to the power play, I believe, for the first time tonight.
Yes, it will be the first time for Central Catholic. Only 2 power play goals and 16 tries for the Vikings this season. On the other side, for Peters Township, 5 for 12.
It's good kill percentage.
Yeah.
And this is a Penny.com power play. Penny.com are Pennsylvania's official insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. Open enrollment starts tomorrow, November the 1st. And this is a Penny.com power play for Central Catholic, their first of the night. So 3 power play tries for Peters Township. We'll see what the Vikings can do with their first. Shot towards the net. Off the cuff of the stick as that was fired on by Brophy. Down low. Skuvart back to the neutral zone. Central Catholic corrals. They'll dump it into their own end. Looking for Phillip through the center circle and turn back the other way. Good defensive work by Luca Maeda. Central Catholic coming back the other way. Not much to write home about so far through this first 40 seconds of the Vikings power play. Up the right side. Now a cross-ice feed there as Donahue was looking to try to find Ritz. And Central Catholic going to give it back as Fisher's taken down.
That's a tough one for the Vikings, and it looked like they were doing a good job early on of creating some offense off of that power play.
We'll go 4-on-4 for 1:14 seconds, and then we'll have 46 seconds of power play time for Peters Township. So Central Catholic's first power play cut short as a slashing call against Kane Phillip will even things up on the ice, and then Peters Township, as I mentioned, will have an abbreviated fourth power play try. Face off to the right of the Central Catholic net, won there by the Vikings. Gavin Watson reverses it back here to the near side, and looking for the exit here is Billy George. George gets around Repepe at center red, breaks the zone. 4-on-4, so a little more space out there for these guys to work with. Looking in front for Gesso, stolen back the other way. And here comes Repepe. Repepe sidesteps a check, but good work to take the puck away by Gavin Watson. Central will set up in their own end. Billy George surveys, brings it back behind his net, pressured now, and he'll get it out up the near side. Collision there, and skating right through it was Luke Gesso as Repepe had him line up, and Gesso swats him away. Oh,
yeah,
and Repepe going to be penalized here for boarding as he hit Brophy from behind. Central bringing it back. Albanese as the extra attacker comes on for the Vikings. Shot on, save made by Fazio as he holds the rebound there on the try by Brophy. And we're going to get a 2 and a 10 on this one for against Repepe.
Yeah, it was Scovart that had the step up early on. Then it was Repepe with that clear numbers visible.
So you see over here, just a hit you can't make. As Repepe takes Brophy to the boards from behind, it's going to be a 2 and a 10. So the 2 minute for boarding and then the 10 minute for hitting from behind. It's a rule that's pretty automatic here in the PIHL. You hit a guy from behind when the numbers are showing, you're going to get 10. That and head contact almost automatically lead to the majors.
And that will put Repepe back on the Indians bench with about 2:45 remaining.
Penalty going to be, so we're going to have a 4-on-3 here for about 9 seconds. Then we'll go 4-on-4 for 54 seconds, and then Central Catholic will get the power play. Penny.com may sponsor the power play. They will not help you sort out what I just said as far as penalty minutes. Left point try, goal! Gavin Watson from the left point threw it to the net, and it was redirected in front, and Central Catholic doubles the lead at 4-2. Chris Sargo with the tip, and Central Catholic up 2.
And that's just a beautiful play from Watson, getting that shot on, and Sargo right in the slot. He's able to redirect that, and that's just poetry in motion.
And Central Catholic now has a 4-2 lead. I don't believe that was a power play goal. Came with us in a 4-on-4. We'll go 4-on-4 for 39 more seconds. And then Central Catholic with their second power play of the night. They'll have an abbreviated 1 minute and 4 seconds to work with. But right now the Vikings coming to life here, time. So they have scored 3 unanswered after trailing 2-1 early in that second period. Caputo up the left side to Mayetta. Luca Mayetta circles. Finds Caputo. Now back to the left point. Point-to-point pass. And that's fed down low as Mayetta was able to connect with Schleiper. Central going to bring it back the other way. Comes Brophy. Has Ritz in front of the net. Brophy circles back. Looking for an outlet here, try to come back to the point. And penalty called here against Central Catholic, and Brophy not happy about the call. He felt that Peters Township's Luca Mayetta aided and abetted that penalty by maybe diving, but regardless, it's going to send Brophy to the box, and we will go 4-on-4. Sorry, we'll go 4-on-3. for 7 seconds. Then we'll be at 4-on-4. And then we'll have 49 seconds of power play time for Peters Township. You got all that?
I don't think I'll be able to write that one down fast enough.
We're going to have a lot of open ice here for a bit. We'll face it off in the Central Catholic zone. 11:56 left here in regulation. So it is going to be 4-on-3. So Central get another guy out there. This isn't three ice. We had in Pittsburgh a couple years ago. Swaggy P will be at the Nailers opener. The man known as Peter Lennis, who played for the Wheeling Nailers and was a sensation on that 3 ice games that were touring.
I think they're bringing that back next summer.
Back behind the Peters Township net. Here come the Indians. We are going to go 4-on-4 for 50 more seconds. And then we'll have a power play. Mayetta all the way to the net to the backhand. Stopped by Ben Bala.
Mayetta going in on the defense managed to put the puck between the legs of one defender and go in on Bala. But once again, once they make those moves, it's just been tough for them to get around Bala on the backhand.
Faceoff stays in the central zone to our right. 47 seconds remain in this 4-on-4 situation. Then Peters Township will have an abbreviated power play in time. I'm not sure how the numbers are going to work out for each team because these power plays were give and take literally for a minute there. Here comes a chance back. Morgan sets up. Morgan scored the go-ahead goal. And now gets away from, Morgan did not have the go-ahead goal. He had the tying goal before Gesso put the Vikings ahead.
He also picked up the assist on the last goal as well. It was Sargo from Watson and Morgan at 12:28.
Central trying to D-up, and they do. There's a pass pushed ahead. Phillip after it, going to go to the far side. 5 seconds left here of 4-on-4. We'll have 49 seconds of power play time for the Indians. Might have a nice stick check at the line. Phillip trying to bring it back. Power play here for Peters Township or not?
I think this is more for the refs trying to get some order back into this game. That's why the penalties have been coming fast and furious, really.
Well, this actually was not a penalty. This was actually offsides against Central Catholic. So,
fortunately for us.
And for Peters Township. They'll keep the power play for 44 more seconds. Ivanchik up the left side. Puck ends up in the Central Catholic zone. Donahue going to sling it back the length of the rink. Peters regroups and sets up with 30 seconds left here on the man advantage. And miscommunication behind the net. Puck recovered here by Schleiper. And being Eric Schleiper. Here he comes trying to get across center red. Can't get around Ritz. Over to the left side. Set up here by Jake Schleiper. Peters just can't get the entry. And Ritz going to send it the length of the rink. Final 10 seconds now. This Indians power play. This is a Penny.com power play as well. Even the abbreviated ones, we thank Penny.com for sponsoring. Hilwadi's, the power play expires. Runs out of real estate in the right corner. Back behind the Peters Township net, the Indians work it. Keeping it at the left point. Traffic shot, redirect, pad save made, rebound stopped as well. And the ref blows the whistle as LaMagna got the redirect and was stopped. And then Ivanchik had a good chance in tight. Bala gets both stops, and the net came off the moorings. That's the reason for the whistle there.
Again, Bala really big against these Indians. Through that second period, there was a couple good chances for Peters Township then. Of course, right now also strong.
Face off to the right of the Central Catholic net. And the Vikings win the defensive zone draw. Working their way around. Good try in front. Score! Peters Township gets one. Nicholas Caputo makes the road a little more bumpy for the Vikings as Caputo finds that puck in tight. And Peters Township cuts the deficit to 1 with 9.5 left here in the third.
Boy, that's just a challenge right in front for Peters Township, able to work it in front inside the paint, and Caputo able to find it and bury it.
We saw good work again there by LaMagna. And a second try for Nicholas Caputo. Gets Peters Township within one. Steal back the other way. Trying to feed it ahead to Rich. Bouncing puck! It fooled the keeper, Fazio, for a second, but as Rich turned it back, Fazio able to stop it as that puck took a bounce, and Rich had a chance at it from in tight.
Yeah, even with a fresh sheet of ice, just watching that puck in on the bounce, and that's just an innocent dump in to the side, maybe trying to center it.
Face off to the left of the Peters Township. Now clean win. Ritz in front. Stopped. Rebound. Stopped as well. I see a Harbor Township police officer loosening his handcuffs because Fazio just committed robbery. Up the left side, Peters Township are going to bring it back. Scuvart centers for Maeda. Luca Maeda can't handle it. And now a chance back the other way. Brophy. Wrister. Save. Made again by Fazio with the right skate. Big sequence there for Peters Township goaltender Jack Fazio to keep his team in it. Luca Maeda back the other way, 1-on-3, and stolen away again by Central Catholic. Brophy looking to move the puck ahead for Morgan. Stolen back by Fisher. He's fouled on the play as he throws it towards the net. On a good check there by Phillip. Luca Maeda trying to free the puck up, comes back to the left point. Scuvart through traffic, save Bala, and there is no rebound with traffic in front.
Jack Fazio with 3 sparkling saves against the Vikings. My goodness. And then good work on that follow-up shift by Peters Township. There you see that shot on the net coming from Scovart.
Face-off won by Central Catholic in the defensive zone, and they'll try to get it out. Back here up the near side. And the Vikings get the exit. Here comes Santino Strobel. Tries to bring it across the rink. Big hit right in front of us as Ben Barrett finishes off Nate Morgan in front of the Peters Township bench. Indians dump and chase here. Under 8 minutes left in regulation. Peters Township trying to get the equalizer after falling behind 2 here in this third period. Indians also trying to break the 3-game losing streak. Hilwadi to the left point, jumps over Maeda's stick, and a great job by Maeda to recover, as that would have been a breakaway back the other way for Strobel. Coming back with it is Morgan. Centering feed by Sargo, nobody home. And back through center red, it's turned by Morgan. He finishes off Schleiper in front of the Peters Township bench. Fisher grabs the puck in the neutral zone, dumps it in. Indians get some fresh troops on as they'll chase after this one. We approach 7 minutes remaining here in regulation.
9:30 in the third. Caputo from Fisher.
That was good work by Caputo, Ty. He couldn't get the first one through, but got that second crack at it and put it home. Here's Caputo again, makes the steal. In the slot, can't find a recipient as he was looking for Kovac.
Lost his stick in him.
Yeah, lost his stick, and Central going to clear it out. Setting it up now are the Indians. They'll dump into the Central Catholic zone. Albanese up the left side. Brophy breaks the zone. A little bit of a scrum there, and we have a whistle. I think the Vikings brought it back in across the line. Neutral zone draw here with 6:23 left. Been an entertaining one here so far between these teams.
Yeah, very entertaining one as Peters Township able to get some greasy goals right in front of Bala, and the Vikings, they've been picking corners for the most part. Nice deflections too.
Neutral zone draw coming up here. Central Catholic, despite being shorthanded tonight, a lot of guys out due to travel hockey commitments. Put together a nice team effort. Overall, it's been a good one. Peters Township, though, they're not finished yet. Getting within a goal and trying to tilt the ice. Indian center, nobody home. And this one looks like it should be not. It's going to actually go to the net and force Fazio to play it, so that would have been icing. Fazio gives it away. Phillip the shot. Fazio the save. Rebound trying to push it back as Brophy. So Fazio, dangerous play there, Ty. He had to play the puck because it was headed to the net. But then he was looking Tristan Jarry 2021 playoffs against the Islanders there at that clearing attempt.
Yeah, he could have just directed that into the corner and caused no issue from that. Instead, he played it up the middle. And that's been one thing Peters Township's been looking to improve. No more turnovers up the middle.
You can see it here on the replay.
Look, he has it for that second, and then he just decides I'm going to play it. He could have allowed his guy to come back and handle that.
Kane Phillip made the steal, and that almost resulted in a Central Catholic goal. Face-off win, but not to diminish what Fazio's done tonight. He has been stellar between the pipes for Peters Township with some big saves and some nice glove stops as well. Centering, try in front, redirected up and over the net. Morgan couldn't finish the Ketterer feed. Morgan again, back to the point. George through traffic, glove, save made. And Fazio, you can tell, Ty, he's confident with that glove. He actually gloved that one on the backhand on his blocker side.
Yeah, that was just one saying, all right, I just need this one to stop expeditiously.
Fazio split the net this season so far with his goaltending partner on the season, Ethan Williams. Williams has travel commitments, so he's not here tonight. Backup goalie tonight is Joey Aker. Central trying to drive. Good job by Fisher to cut it off. Phillip, though, going to find that puck at the top of the right circle, sending it down low. Noah Ritz with it. Ritz tries to bring it around here to the near side. And the Indians get an exit and a good body check there as Ritz finishes off Barrett. Central Catholic dumping it, chasing it here. That's something that Coach Rako said before the game. He wants to see his team, see these guys play the puck deep and forecheck. That's their game, and he wants to see his team play, and they're doing it well here as Ritz finishes off a Peters Township player in front of the visitors, in front of the home bench. Barrett buried by Ritz on that check. Left point try, blocked down, good work. And now a lead feet ahead. Ritz going to try to track this bouncing puck down. He has a trailer. Ritz in tight, turns it over. Save made by Fazio. Blitzburg was Monday night. Splitsburg right there as Fazio stretches it out to make the save.
Yeah, that was 2 ahead for Central Catholic. And I think that pass, if it settles down, it probably creates a more viable chance on that breakaway coming for Ritz. And that's just good stick-to-itiveness by Fazio.
Face off to the right of Peters Township. To the left of goaltender Fazio in the right circle. 4:17 left here, and we have a timeout on the ice. Trying to discuss a little bit of strategy here. We want to thank Kevin's Pharmacy for sponsoring Peters Township High School hockey here on TenbandTV and the PIHL channel this season. Kevin's Pharmacy is a family-owned pharmacy led by Dr. Kevin Ivanchik. We bring the extra attention and care you would expect from a pharmacy owned and operated independent from big box pharmacy companies. You see Coach Rako there with the whiteboard for Central Catholic, talking it over with his troops. Because Peters Township, Ty, they've had some chances, but Ben Bala bailed out his team, and then Fazio, a big stop there to keep the Indians within striking distance.
Yeah, there was 3 chances for Central Catholic in about 45 seconds time that he was big there. Bala making big saves as well. It's been a good night for the goaltenders, but Fazio's definitely keeping the team in there. It just needs one more push over the edge from Peters Township, and they could tie this up.
Shots on goal, 27 for Central Catholic, 26 for Peters Township. 3-2, the Vikings led after 2. This game was tied at 1 after 1. And the Vikings pushed their lead to 4-2 before Peters Township was able to cut the deficit. And now here we go. Set up out of the TO. We'll see what we can do here as it's played back behind the Peters Township net. Indians set it up. Here comes Luca Maeta, 1-on-3. Able to get around everybody. Mayetta to the net, poked out as Bala, the trusty poke check there. The staple of Marc-Andre Fleury. Bala does it. Caputo's shot fires wide. And Peters Township buzzing now. Cleared. Schleiper over to Angelo Mayetta. Bounces it back towards the Central Catholic goal. 3:25 left here in regulation. Back to center red. Eric Schleiper going to go to his defense partner, Angelo Mayetta. Looks it over, sets it up. Here comes Hilwadi. Drags, wrists, and misses. He had the keeper leaning the wrong way, but Hilwadi fired just wide of the far post. Central Catholic giving up some chances here. Back the other way, Kane Phillip. Backhands it towards the net. Fazio tries to slow it down. Brophy tried to center, nobody home. Good job by Phillip to cut the play off, but now back the other way comes Hilwadi with Mayetta. Luca Mayetta drags the puck, tries to go back to Hilwadi, and good job by Rich to cut him off, and then cleared out by Brophy all the way. And Peters Township going to bring it back, working in their own end. There is Jake Schleiper. Comes Kevin Fisher. Ahead to Hilwadi. Jake Hilwadi backhands it in front. And good defensive work there by Central Catholic's Dante Albanese to cut it off. From the left wall, shot blocked. Nice job that time by Phillip to block it. Now he comes back with numbers. Kane Phillip has a man, finds Rich, but he can't settle the puck down. And Peters Township gets a break. Back the other way, here comes Hilwadi now. Numbers on the red side. Rising shot blocked, follow-up try. Bala makes the stop. Chances aplenty both ways here with 2 minutes now left in regulation. Aker. Listen to a little bit of Little John there because he had to get low to get out of the way of that one that came to the bench.
Yeah, if he didn't, he would be without a head.
Well, he has a mask on, so hopefully he would have been able to absorb it. .155 left, face-off in the Central Catholic zone. Peters Township pushing for the equalizer late. Puck played down on the near right corner. Vikings going to find it. They're going to get it out. And if you're Central Catholic here, Ty, you just want to get that puck, dump it, chase it, and not give up any odd man breaks back the other way, which the Vikings have been guilty of here late in this third period. Central Catholic, 90 seconds left now. Glove down, good work by the Vikings there. That's Albanese. But here comes Peters back the other way. Eric Schleiper plays it to the net. Bala cuts it off, but decides to keep the play alive. Probably a smart move there. It keeps the offensive zone faceoff out of Peters Township's hands as we have 70 seconds left. Player coming through the crease almost trips. Net empty to our left. Peters Township has the extra attacker on. Final minute of regulation. Indians had the touch up to get on side, and that gives Central Catholic a chance to get the outlet. Sargo looks it over from center red, fires wide, and he was on the wrong side of the red line. Sargo can't believe it. He thought he had one skate over, but the official says no. Icing call against Central Catholic, and a huge break for Peters Township with a faceoff coming back into the Viking zone to our right.
And that's a good call. He did not gain that red line. There was not a skate over it. There was not even that skate was probably just a little bit behind it.
53.3 seconds left in the third. Peters Township with the net empty to our left, trying to tie this one up. Face-off won by Central Catholic. Albany sends it back the other way. Kept in along the left side. Back to the point it comes. Looking it over, there is Schleiper. Jake Schleiper to the net. Blocked in front, still loosened. Caputo couldn't turn it over. Central Catholic gets the clear. They're happy to ice it there because the heat was getting hot in the central zone to our right. 34.4 left here in regulation. Vikings holding the 1-goal lead, but Peters Township buzzing here late, trying to tie this one up and send it to OT. Both of these teams, Ty, are no strangers to extra time as well. Face-off won by the Vikings. Can't get it out, though. Fisher keeps, shoots, and it's blocked. Good job in front of the net there by the defense of the Vikings. That was Morgan who got a stick on it. Final 20. Loose puck. Turned around. Good work there by Morgan again. Fisher fans, and with 11 seconds left, the empty net finished. Kane Phillip. ENG. Vikings lead 5-3 with 7 seconds left. And Central Catholic will get the W here on Halloween. Free candy for Phillip on that one.
Absolutely. Made sure there was no situation in which, oh my goodness, that could have went bad. Good work by him. And they just run timeout.
Central Catholic gets the victory. It was a hard-fought one here, but the Vikings finish it off and put the exclamation point on the board with the Kane Phillips empty net goal. Your final score here from Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. Central Catholic by the count of 5-3. Ty, you have all the official scoring recap. We're waiting for an assist on that last one.
I'll just give you the scoring right now as we have it. 11:53 in the first. Troy Jones, his first of the season assist to Blake Ivanchik. 10:34 in the first. Jay Donahue, his first of the season assist to Noah Ritz. In the second, 7:21 remaining in there. John Repepi, a power play goal. Assist to Nicholas Caputo and Angelo Maeda. 2:58 in the second. Nate Morgan, his assist for Noah Ritz and Judah Brophy. 2:40 in the second. Luke Gesso, assist to Jay Donahue and Kane Phillip. 3-2 Central Catholic at the end of the second. 12:28 in the third. Chris Sargo, assist to Gavin Watson and Nate Morgan. Central Catholic 4, Peters Township 2. 9:30 in the third. Nicholas Caputo, assist to Kevin Fisher. That'll give it 4-3 Central Catholic. And then Kane Phillip, we just saw with the empty net goal. 16:53 in the third. That wraps up our scoring. In the final 7 seconds, that goal from Phillip. Final score, Central Catholic 5, Peters Township 3.
So the Vikings improved to 3-2-2 on the season. Peters Township now mired in a 4-game losing streak as they fall to 1-4-1 on the 2024 campaign. Vikings with the victory here at Alpha Ice. Keep it here on the PIHL channel on TenbandTV. We have Shaler and Kiski area and Class A action coming up for you next. Final score again here from Alpha Ice in Harmarville. Central Catholic 5, Peters Township 3. We thank you for tuning in to the PIHL on TenbandTV. Good night, everyone.
Picked away from him, but he kept on fighting up the wall and managed to win it back.
Steal by Peters Township, right in front. Big save by Bala. And he stops the rebound as well. Jake Schleiper to the right side. Rising wrister coming there from Jake Hilwati. And it's stopped by Bala, who holds the rebound. Side, Jay Donahue moves it ahead. Here comes Gesso again down the right side. Wrister coming, stick save made. Rebound, follow-up, fired wide. Great look there.
Pressure by Peters Township in their forecheck.
Clean face-off win, fed right through the crease. Rebound, score! Troy Jones. Mateo Masidi then shot to the net and the save made. Second try, save made. Couple of good chances there for Central Catholic. Sargo got the first one. Gesso got the follow-up. Back the other way now comes Ritz for the Vikings 1-on-2. Ritz sidestepping a big check attempt there. And onto the net. Central Catholic puts it home. Nice move to get around a man there by Kane Phillip. Phillip works it all the way around to the near side of the ring. Get in front, has it on the doorstep. G-Love glove saved by Fazio. By the Central Catholic defense, Judah Brophy got in front of that one. Cue up the AC/DC at center ice. Schuver just got thunderstruck by Sargo. Sargo going to get this loose puck back. Has a trailer to the left circle. Wrister coming. Fazio flags it down on the try there by David Ketterer. To the left point, one-time try, redirect, Fazio with the stop, still loose in the crease. Fazio somehow able to direct it wide as Gesso had a couple of pokes in the paint. And back to the right point shot again, this one blocked. Good job to get in front of that by Scuvart. Central Catholic keeps it. Phillip to the net. Fazio, they can build off it. LaMagna, 4-on-3, back the other way, drags to the right corner, shot on save made, rebound, pumped wide. And Ritz able to track it down. Ritz 1-on-1, circles back. Ritz looks, fires. Fazio, glove save.
Yeah, that's really.
Chance for Peters back the other way. Tight angle shot, save made and held on to. As Matt Scuvard has been very active tonight. Body check finished down there by Sargo. And Ritz going to try to get around his man. Sadowski cut him off with the drop pass there. However, Phillip was a step ahead. At the keeper, Ben Bala. Point-to-point pass from the right point. Shot on save made, rebound. And unable to turn it over. LaMagna follow-up goal. Back the other way, good clear by Central Catholic. Great try in front. The door closed by Fazio. Piper looks it over, almost fans on it, and Ritz makes the steal. Short-handed try back the other way, 2-on-1. Ritz, diving effort to break it up. Strong defense. Here comes Morgan. Centers, nobody home. Ritz finds it, puts it back in front. Morgan, there he scores! Danny Morgan. And now bringing it back again are the Indians. Shot on save, Fazio. Phillip wraps it around in front. Goal! Hilwadi out to Ivanchik. Ivanchik circles through traffic, deflected in front of Hilwadi. Puts it into the meshing as he was looking for that redirect down low. Up the right side, now a cross-ice feed there as Donahue was looking to try to find Ritz. And Central Catholic going to give it back as Fisher's taken down. DeRubeis brings it back behind his net, pressured now. And he'll get it out up the near side. Collision there, and skating right through it was Luke Gesso as him away. Oh!
Yeah,
and Repepe going to be penalized here for boarding as he hit Brophy from behind. Keeping it at the left point. Traffic shot, redirect, pad save made, rebound stopped as well. And the ref blows the whistle as LaMagna, the defensive zone draw. Working their way around. Good try in front, score! Peters Township gets one. Gets Peters Township within one. Steal back the other way. Trying to feed it ahead to Ritz. Bouncing puck. It fooled the keeper, Fazio, for a second, but as Ritz turned it back, Fazio able. Face off to the left of the Peters Township. Now clean win. Ritz in front. Stopped. Rebound. Stopped as well. Centers for Maeda. Luca Maeda can't handle it. And now a chance back the other way. Brophy. Wrister. Save. Made again by Fazio with the right skate. On a good check there by Phillip. Luca Maeda trying to free the puck up. Comes back to the left point. Scuvard through traffic. Save. Bala. And here comes Santino Strobel. Tries to bring it across the rink. Big hit right in front of us as Ben Barrett finishes off Nate Morgan in front of the... And this one looks like it should be not. It's going to actually go to the net and force Fazio to play it, so that would have been icing. Fazio gives it away. Phillip the shot. Fazio the save. Morgan again. Back to the point. George through traffic. Glove. Save made. Fazio, you can tell, Ty, he's confident. Ritz going to try to track this bouncing puck down. He has a trailer. Ritz in tight, turns it over. Save made by Fazio. Blitz the left wall, shot blocked. Nice job that time by Phillip to block it. Now he comes back with numbers. Kane Phillip has a man, finds Ritz, but he can't settle the puck down. Get on side, and that gives Central Catholic a chance to get the outlet. Sargo looks it over from center red, fires wide, and he was on the wrong side of the red line. Sargo can't believe it. Fisher fans, and with 11 seconds left, the empty net finished. Kane Phillip, ENG, empty net goal. Your final score here from Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. Central Catholic by the count of 5-3. Ty, you have all the official scoring.